Picture this, it's 1967. The golden age of British comedy is in full swing, and the legendary Carry On team decides to take on the French Revolution.
Haven't you heard, gentlemen? All the aristocracy of France are losing their heads.
Because, let's face it, nothing says high-stakes adventure like bumbling aristocrats,
Darcy, to Paris.
scheming revolutionaries, and a hero with a very unfortunate name. Today, we're diving into Don't Lose Your Head, a swashbuckling comedy packed with disguises, duels, and a whole lot of guillotines. It was a carry-on film in all but name, featuring the same beloved cast and cheeky humour, but with a twist that set it apart. So, how did it come about? Who were the standout stars? And does it still hold up today? Let's find out. Sid James leads the charge as Sir Rodney Effing. Yes, effing, as in...
Yes.
Well, you get the joke. A wealthy English nobleman, he's utterly bored with fox hunting and high society.
It's all a monstrous bore. What say you, Darcy, my dear?
Definitely the same old round.
So, naturally, he decides to spice things up by rescuing doomed French aristocrats from the guillotine. And because no hero is complete without a flair for the dramatic, he leaves behind a calling card: 2 digits rampant, earning himself the legendary title of the Black Fingernail.
Yes, many of them have it on their coats of arms. 2 digits rampant.
Joining him is Jim Dale as Lord Darcy Pugh, his slightly less competent sidekick, and the ever-hapless Charles Hawtrey as the foppish Duc de Pomfret. Opposing them, Kenneth Williams in peak form as the villainous yet deeply incompetent Citizen Camembert, alongside Peter Butterworth as his grovelling underling Citizen Bidet. And let's not forget the leading ladies: Danny Robin as Jacqueline, the classic damsel in distress, and Joan Sims as Desiree Dubarry, Camembert's ambitious lover, who's got her eyes set on marrying into nobility, no matter how ridiculous the circumstances.
I'd like to marry a nice man with a fortune, and a chateau, and a title.
The plot? Well, it's a wild ride. The Black Fingernail keeps outwitting the revolutionaries, rescuing doomed nobles, while Camembert and Bidet flail around trying to stop him. One of the best moments? When Sir Rodney, disguised as an insurance salesman, tricks Camembert into guillotining his own executioner. Just one of the many ways the film leans into its over-the-top farcical style. Of course, things get complicated when love enters the mix. Rodney falls for Jacqueline, leaving her with a silver locket containing his mother's false teeth. Yes, really. When Camembert gets hold of the locket, he sees an opportunity to uncover the Black Fingernail's true identity.
Fancy keeping your teeth in a silver locket, I ask you.
Leading to a hilariously chaotic ball at Effing House, where everyone's disguises start to unravel. The climax takes us back to revolutionary France. Daring rescues, last-minute betrayals, and a fight scene in Camembert's chateau that results in the near-total destruction of his prized art collection.
Mind the guards! The harp!
And just when Camembert thinks he's finally safe, Robespierre orders his execution, only for the executioner himself to reveal he's actually the Black Fingernail.
Cursed fingernail is not here to see this.
I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Filming took place at Pinewood Studios, the home of the Carry On series, with exterior shots giving it that classic period drama look, even if historical accuracy was the last thing on anyone's mind. The costumes, the sets, the exaggerated performances, it all leans into that playful, pantomime-style humour that British audiences loved.
Excuse me, but I seem to have dropped my handkerchief somewhere.
It was yours.
So, how did Don't Lose Your Head fare at the box office? Well, it was a moderate success, though it didn't quite hit the heights of some other Carry On classics. Critics were mixed. Some loved its sharp wit and energetic performances, while others found it a little too silly. But over time, it's become a cult favourite, thanks to the sheer charm of its cast and its unashamedly over-the-top humour. One of the most interesting things about the film is its place in the Carry On timeline. It was the first of 2 movies produced outside the official series.
I say, you're a bit close, aren't you?
You nincompoop, you're supposed to go the other way.
Originally just called Don't Lose Your Head, it only got rebranded as a Carry On film later, when producer Peter Rogers bought back the rights. It was followed by Follow That Camel, another non-Carry On that was eventually folded into the franchise. So, does Don't Lose Your Head still hold up? Well, if you love classic British comedy, the kind that doesn't take itself seriously for a second, then absolutely, it's got everything.
Oh, drop it in the basket, I'll read it later.
Larger-than-life performances, ridiculous puns,
It's time to monitor the Duke of Pomfret. Will definitely have had his chips.
and a script that keeps the laughs coming. Sid James and Kenneth Williams are at their absolute best. And the whole thing is just a masterclass in comic timing. It might not be the most famous carry-on film, but it's certainly one of the most ambitious. So, if you haven't seen it, or if it's been a while, maybe it's time to revisit the Black Fingernail and his daring escapades. After all, in the world of Don't Lose Your Head, history might not be accurate, but it sure is funny. What do you think? Is this one of your favourite carry-on films? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic movie deep dives. Thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do, don't lose your head.
You must be the one who's looking for the Black Fingernail. Yes, I am. There you are.